Come with us now, if you dare, down a rickety staircase into a dank, dark basement. What awaits? The Saturday Night
Hey, thanks for listening to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast. The movie review and talk show podcast comes your way every Saturday, whether you're ready for it or not. These are the Internet Radio Superstars.
Sean.
Holly.
Michaela.
And I'm Colin. And tonight we watched a movie that was chosen by
Colin. What did we watch tonight?
It was a weird one.
That was a weird one.
It's a movie called Alucarda.
How do you spell that?
A-L-U...
A Dracula backwards.
There it is.
Is it? Are we going with Al-U or Al?
The way they say it, Alu. Alucarda.
Yeah.
It's a Mexican movie.
Yes, Alucarda.
Alucarda.
Justine.
Yeah.
Justine. It's the, yeah.
Is it a Dracula movie?
No.
No.
I suppose we should
No.
warn
God
the
damn
people
it.
up
It's not.
Okay.
Is this our first nunsploitation movie?
Is it?
Is this our first
I
So
think
I
it
thought
might be.
about it because they just announced Ken Russell's The Devils is finally coming
I
out on
saw-
physical disc
Yes.
for the
I
first
wondered
time.
if
In,
that's why you picked this. I
That makes
wondered.
sense.
Yeah.
There's always a dot
Yes.
connector in pop culture that leads back to
Mhm.
Colin's pick for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered if that's why you.
that one is that is also a thing to see. I've seen it. There's like a bootleg going around.
Yeah,
And Shudder had it for a while,
Interesting.
but this is like the
It's a
cleaned up, like
spectacle.
they're actually
Nice.
redoing it. This is a movie from 1977.
ish, we'll say.
Mhm. Yeah.
And directed by Juan Jose. No, sorry, it's Juan Lopez
Montezuma?
Montezuma.
Montezuma.
Do
Take
we know?
revenge?
Do we know his work?
I don't think that we know it. He did 5 movies in his career. They're all Mexican horror movies. This
Okay.
is the one that he would be the most widely known for.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what so genre, nunsploitation.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't think we have done a
don't think
nunsploitation
so.
movie.
We've done plenty of movies with nuns that show up at a certain point, but this
Yeah.
feels specific to the nunnery of it all.
Yeah.
I was
That's
just
like-
looking at one the other day, and now I'm gonna have to
The Killer Nun?
hold off on it now.
Was that Anita
Different
Ekberg or
one. I'm gonna have to hold off on it now.
what's it? You're not gonna say what it is.
Switchblade Sisters.
Maybe.
That's not a nun movie.
No. It was No, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Nunsploitation was like what in the 70s, right? It was the idea
Yeah.
you got nuns and
Yeah. I mean, any exploitation was the
yeah,
70s.
there's gonna be
Yes.
naked nuns at some point,
Yeah.
probably in the horror genre.
Oh, I don't think there'd be any other one.
Right? I suppose there's not.
Well, I
like
think the nuns get naked in the horror genre.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's a horrific thing, right?
Yeah.
Nuns, sin, nakedness, all that. fun
Yeah,
stuff.
you gotta
That's-
repent.
That's a horror thing.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Self-flagellation.
Yeah, flagellation. I'm not the word. I'm not. I don't know that one.
Flagellation.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
whip
it's-
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Self.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Self-flag. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
like
Yes.
it's the act of like physical self-punishment
Mhm.
and penance.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I really don't know much about the genius, the genius, the way that this
Calm
came
down.
about.
Your words.
Calm
Yeah.
down.
Calm down.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
the genus. I think I was going for.
Yes.
The
there
genus.
we
Where
go.
it came from.
The genus.
Yes.
I mean, clearly, I think the Devils must have been a big influence.
Yeah. Well, and I was your confusion of the year this came out confuses me because the end of this movie I was like, well, that's Carrie happening all over the place.
Oh yeah.
And but Carrie
that
came out in
was a-
76.
Yeah. So that could have been.
So-
they could have seen Carrie and
That's why I
shot
was
it that
like,
year.
if it was 77, that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, because there was major Carrie vibes at the end
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
this.
because I think the Devils was 75, maybe. I mean, you had Rosemary's Baby, obviously The Exorcist
Mhm.
started a whole subgenre of
Yeah.
demon possession and Catholic horror movies.
Mhm.
So this is one of those. You're not going to get your vampire fix, I don't think, if you're coming into it
No.
based on
No.
that title.
I thought we
And,
were
and
going.
that was going to be my question. Do we know the title of this? Was that purposely a play on Dracula? Was that a thing?
That I'm not entirely
Like,
sure.
I mean,
it can't be.
I'm not fluent in Spanish, so I don't know if this is like actually a Spanish word.
No, it's
like-
a Dracula
Okay, I'm
backwards.
just wondering. Yeah.
There's also a couple nod, well, at least one nod. The character at the beginning who gives birth in the mausoleum is
Uh-huh.
Lucy Westenra.
Okay.
And that is Mina Harker's friend in Dracula.
I was gonna say, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
they said her name later on, and I was like, I know that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there was a lot of like in the 70s, they did a lot of kind of lifts like that without,
That makes sense.
I mean, it's not that character, you know,
Mhm.
Right.
but it's just kind of name checking.
yeah.
I don't know. There was a lot of vampirism going on in the 70s too.
Yes.
And I read somewhere, and I didn't see it in the opening titles like a credit, but if you're familiar with the story Carmilla by Sheridan Le Fanu, that's
No.
they did a lot of the Hammer lesbian vampire
Oh,
movies
yeah.
were like kind of inspired by that
Okay.
story.
Mhm.
So that's like the other, like one of the major vampire movies aside from like Dracula, or stories aside from Dracula, that it kind of pulls from a little bit.
Feels like
As in, it's like, okay, there's this girl and she has a friend who's mysterious and, you know,
Yeah.
strange,
There's one
and
neck bite
supernatural
in this.
things.
there is.
Yeah.
We did kind of
It's
get
true.
So there is a vampire.
No.
No.
Well, it's
No.
just the
It's a possession.
yeah, it's just the scene towards the end that it's very reminiscent of the scene in Dracula when Lucy comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Mhm.
reminiscent of
Yeah.
that.
Is she not a vampire in that scene?
I mean, I feel like that's what they're going for,
Yeah.
but I don't know that that's specifically the intent, like, of the story. Like, you know
that
what I
movie
mean?
or this movie?
Like, I think that might have been the inspiration and maybe an homage, but I don't think they were specifically calling her a vampire in that moment.
Right.
No.
You know what
Not
I
in
mean?
this.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
There
like-
are no vampires.
Well, it's like if a person is like, if their corpse is possessed,
Mhm.
they're a vampire.
I mean,
No.
Why?
I mean, the devil is capable of many things, Colin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're vampires.
So we got a devil movie. It's
Mhm.
gonna be all devilry. There's lots of devil stuff going on in this
Mhm.
movie. And it has a woman, her girl. Her name is Tina Romero.
Is she related?
No,
No. Okay.
but she's got a face for a horror movie
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
does.
and
yeah.
a presence.
We're
She,
talking
Yeah.
about Alucarda herself.
Alucarda.
Yeah.
she's
Oh, yeah.
She's going hard in this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
performance for the ages, I'd say.
Yeah, she's
She has a
going hard.
good goth girl scowl.
Yes.
She
She's
really
got a really good
does,
scowl
yeah.
going. So she is an annoying homeschooled kid through and through. So I mean, she was raised in this convent, you know.
It's true.
She was literally sent there as a baby, so that's all
Well,
she knows.
I guess let's set this up for folks. Like, what is the movie about? How do we get into this?
A birth
Yeah.
Yes.
in the,
Oh,
most,
right.
in the
But-
place you would not
Yeah.
want to give birth.
Yeah.
A mausoleum.
A mausoleum.
Mhm.
I don't fully understand this part.
Nope. Me neither.
I don't know who this woman is, but she has to give up her baby girl.
So this is Lucy,
Okay,
Westerner.
This is Lucy.
also played by Tina Romero, which kind of makes it a little like, oh, is that her?
Okay,
Mhm.
that is her.
That is
Okay.
her
Gotcha.
playing
Okay.
her mother.
Gotcha.
I don't understand why is it because she was born like out of wedlock? She's a bastard, so she has to give her up. Is that what they're
Maybe.
going for?
I
I
got
don't
the
know why she had to
feeling
give her up.
That she was protecting the
from
kid
something like
from
something
the
was after
darkness.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she knew something was coming for her.
Because the like midwife that delivers is like an old witch looking lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
straw in her hair.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, it feels cursed, but I'm not really sure what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the mother says, take my daughter to the convent and
Yeah.
to protect her. And then there's a very long scene where she stares with big wide open eyes at the camera as the camera swoops in on her.
Sure.
And we're like, okay,
And
that's
then
Yeah.
sound of
Mhm.
of the devil. The only thing this was missing was like a very pregnant woman like running through the woods at the very beginning, like something was chasing her,
Yeah.
Right.
ending up at the mausoleum,
I feel
having
like-
to give birth,
I
and
feel
then
like
going
that
from
would
there.
have that would have worked better for me.
I think so.
Mhm.
Like
It gives a
something
little-
leading up to it, like it was very hard to catch on to what was actually happening.
and
Yeah.
it didn't have that kind of like a punch at the end because this is like a pre-credit scene,
Yeah, we
and it
just
was
all-
just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess she gave birth.
Yeah,
The
and the devil's
gone.
asthmatic, and there
Yep,
you
and
go.
the devil,
really
the
is.
devil
Yes.
got her. Okay. Cut to years later
Mhm.
when a young woman named Justine arrives at this convent.
Mhm.
Well,
and they call it an orphanage, and this woman is 35 years old.
Yes.
Easily.
was it did I miss it? Was it an orphanage?
At one point later on in the movie, one of the sisters refers to it as an orphanage because she's talking
Yes.
about like a past place. She was like, it was an orphanage like this one. Yeah,
Because that
so-
would explain. There's like a bunch of.
There's a bunch of girls there.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of nuns
Yep.
and there's priests.
Mummy nuns.
But there's also like girls in I guess like streetwear or formal wear
Yeah.
or whatever, dresses,
Yeah.
and they're not like part of the convent. So yeah, it was kind of like
They're
I thought maybe they were
orphans.
coming to the convent like for Sunday school or something, but maybe
No,
they
they
do
live
live
there.
there.
No, and I think that the doctor brings his daughter there weekly. Like I think some people bring them there for the services and to trying to get them right.
They're probably there for like
teachings.
Bible classes
Yeah.
and stuff. Like,
Yeah. So there's some
yeah.
people that come there that don't live there, like the doctor and his daughter Daniela. They
And she's a
visit.
blind girl.
Yeah, she's the blind girl.
And the doctor is played by Claudio Brook, who I guess
Looks like Clu Gulager's more successful older
I was
brother.
gonna say,
Yeah.
he looks like Max von Sydow.
He does.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
see
was
that.
looking at him going
Yeah.
like, this guy looks real familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
we did actually see him before
Mm-hmm.
briefly as a preacher in a flashback, I believe, in The Devil's Reign,
Oh,
which was
amazing.
shot in Mexico.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
One of the best devil movies ever made, I think.
Yeah.
Truly.
Mhm.
but he, I know I saw like on this. So this was a disc. We watched a disc from Mondo Macabro, like an outfit that only existed for a little while,
Ole!
and brought like world cinema to DVD. But they had Guillermo del Toro on there. And he was talking about how Claudia Brook was basically like the Mexican version of Peter Cushing,
I believe it.
a big star, but not maybe of specifically horror movies,
That
but
makes sense.
from the golden age of Mexican cinema, which
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that is a massive blind spot for me. I mean, I cannot
Yeah.
tell you about like Mexican
Right.
films from the 50s, 60s,
Right.
or anything. And I don't really even know what their horror output was.
Well, apparently when they go wild.
Yeah, but you've never seen any
Nothing comes to mind.
I mean, there's a
Like,
bunch of Mexican.
Is there an older La Llorona from that seems more Spain, maybe not Mexico.
I know because
No.
most of the stuff that I think of, I think is actually Spanish.
Probably Spanish. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would think so. No,
Yeah.
Because even
Oh.
Alex de Iglesia, who's working out, he's Spanish. He shot some movies in Mexico, right? Like Perdita
Yeah.
Durango, and
Yeah, I don't have a hold on it either. It's like you said, a blind
Yeah.
spot.
except for
Interesting.
Santo. We got Santo, the masked wrestler, and his movies were Santo versus the Mummy, the Aztec Mummy. Santo versus so
Is
Santo
he wearing like a
we
luchador
should-
mask?
yes.
Is he? Okay.
Oh my God! Okay, so we should probably bring a Santo movie to the freak show.
Well, okay, wait a couple months,
Okay.
then bring Santo.
I feel like this is a huge blind spot, and I feel like if our listeners have any good Mexican horror films they can recommend,
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
we're-
enlighten us. Because now I even just Googled now like Mexican horror, and I'm like, oh, I am so uneducated
Yeah,
in this. I know
yeah.
nothing.
My
Like,
bet is most of those ones you're seeing are from like the 2000s.
Yeah,
on.
newer. Yeah.
some, but I'm on IMDb, and there's 30s and 50s, 80s
is?
ones. It's a good range.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
70s Mexican
Yeah,
horror.
I feel like
Curious.
there's probably a lot of gems to uncover. There.
Oh, yeah,
So if anyone has
absolutely.
any recommendations,
Yes,
please send
please.
them in.
So so Claudio Brook plays the doctor.
Yeah.
And he comes to the convent. I think he is also playing the goat man.
Is he?
Yes, or the goat, whatever, the hunchbacked
The gypsy guy.
gypsy guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he does look like
That's also him.
yeah,
A goat.
He does look like a goat.
yes,
Sure.
this is.
I don't know why I say that.
This
Is
is a
it because
choice.
he's wearing like wool?
Well,
Oh, his face is like
it's
distorted in an
yeah,
interesting
and
way.
he looks like Mr. Tumnus
Yeah.
from the Chronicles of
He
Narnia.
crouches
does.
and hops and
What was the one movie?
but not cute.
yeah.
What was the one movie with the twins and the guy who actually had goat hoofs and everything?
Oh
and,
God.
and then one of the journeys maybe it was sorcerers or something like that. Like
Oh,
they had
yeah.
a goat boy.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
there sorcerers?
Oh
in
yeah,
Goat
yeah,
Boy?
the sorceress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
That guy who kept on following him
Yeah.
around. Yeah. Oh, that was you're right.
That was a good
It was
one.
like
Yeah,
a-
that
yeah.
was a fun one.
Mhm.
I think I found the Mexican horror movie that I would want to watch. La Noche de los Mil Gatos.
the Night of the Cats.
The Night of the Bad Cats.
Night
of the Bad
Cats.
It's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also known as like Blood Feast. It also says it's weird. We
Yeah.
gotta-
Is
Okay,
that like
okay.
another?
There's stuff to mine here.
there is
yeah.
stuff to find. Yes, there are things. Okay.
Okay, so the doctor brings his daughter to the convent. Sometimes we get because that's what we see when Justine walks in, as he's bringing his daughter home. Right?
Yes.
And Justine has just lost her parents, and so that's why she's
Mhm.
coming to the convent. Okay, so I guess at this point we should probably talk about the visuals of this movie,
Mhm.
and especially in its production design. Now
Mhm.
we're saying a convent.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything look like this in a movie.
Yeah.
It's a cave.
Oh, yeah. It's like a convent that was carved out of a mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But on the outside, it looks like a building. Right? When they show the outside of it, it's
They
like...
show, well, they
okay.
I don't remember the outside.
They show the
yeah.
outside. You know, like there's
Like
a very
the
big
wall,
stone
the
wall
fortress
that
wall,
surrounds
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I
that's
don't
what
think we don't see like inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it is a part of a mountain. It feels like it.
Yeah, it's like it seems like there's windows, but there's no light. It's like earthen, mud looking. Yeah, like it looks
Yeah.
like every room is carved out of the earth.
Yeah, every room looks like a pit.
And then the actual like chapel.
It's
The-
metal as fuck.
The most heavy metal chapel that's
Oh
ever
my
existed.
God.
One singular light source straight from the top, like a spotlight.
Yeah,
and
thousands
yeah,
of melted candles that
thousands
are
of-
not
yeah.
lit
And it's
it's like tiers of melted candles
Yeah.
going up like in like a stairway almost.
Yeah.
into blackness.
Yes.
and then
Oh,
it's like they carved all the stalagmites to look like Jesus.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
One
yeah.
real,
All of-
one
like 40
quote-unquote real
Jesuses.
Jesus,
40
and
of
then
them, yeah.
stalactite Jesus is behind
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
There's that one long haired
badass as
Jesus,
fuck.
like the predominant long haired Jesus statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very like hippie Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have these like 3-foot metal candlesticks that are like on the ground. Those looked metal as fuck too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a couple scenes
Yeah.
in this movie where I was like, I want to cut this scene out and just drop any music over it and make it a music video
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it looks like one. It's so cool.
Yeah, didn't Hack-O-Lantern take like do some good devil shit in a? Wasn't there a music video in the middle of Hack-O-Lantern or like who?
Are you
Was
thinking
there?
of Trick or Treat?
No. Or there was. It was another like it was an Indian movie, I think, where we had like Ra, the sun god, and she's dancing in there naked with him in a
I don't
cage.
remember this.
I'll find it somewhere.
I think you might have watched that
Is that
alone.
Lair
No.
of the White Worm?
No,
or-
we all watched it
it's,
I know
together.
what you're talking about.
I'll find it. It's Colin's pick, I guarantee it.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
I remember
No, I
Ha-
brought it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I remember Hack-O-Lantern being underwhelming, and we were mostly there for the Gregory Scott Cummins of it all.
And what's his name?
Yeah, because I thought all
that
the
guy who
the
talked
sing-
like this.
Yeah. Oh, High Pike.
High Pike. Yes. There's demons in there. Yes, we love High Pike.
And the nuns, the costumes for the nuns.
Right.
Those
They're-
are, it's a choice.
It's like they're mummies, but they're dresses and they're bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're just like, were they designed this way? We're gonna find
Right.
out why they are red.
It's very
and bloody
confusing
looking?
because it takes a very long time for us to find out why.
Yeah.
Because no one's addressing it in the movie. They're
Nobody.
acting like this is a very normal
Yeah,
thing.
Totally normal for nuns to be walking around in these like
Yeah.
rag dresses that are covered in blood.
It
Right.
does look like, yeah, I mean, like they've just been wrapped in gauze or
It looks
Right.
something.
like
Yeah.
they look like mummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
It
it's
turns dressy at the bottom, but on
Yeah.
the top and the head wraps and everything is
Yeah.
very mummy-ish.
yeah,
Yes.
and it looks like they've been just having their periods for years and
Yep.
like
Yes.
flooding the front of
Yep.
Basically.
the dresses.
That's
but,
where most of the blood is. It's very strange.
yeah,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of blood or some kind of stains all
All
across
over.
there.
All over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time to address it.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a strange choice. Is it a comment? I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
It's weird. It's real weird.
So
it's the remnants of their flagellation. Like it's
Yeah, I think-
to remember it.
yeah, you just
Like,
wear
as a
it all the
reminder,
time.
Yeah.
You wear it all the
Yeah.
time. It's
Mhm.
like, wearing
Yeah,
the chains of
but-
the whole thing.
Yeah, but we don't find that out until way later.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's way
Yeah.
down the line that we figure that out.
So just these like bloody mummies are the nuns. And there is a sympathetic sister.
Mhm.
Nunnies?
I'm not sure if I caught her name. Is Sister? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
know.
But
I
the
don't know.
predominant,
names.
like the good nun.
Yeah, the good
The-
one
the
who
good
had
nun,
brought
yeah.
Justine there, and it was
Mhm.
kind of like, I'll look out for you. If you need
Yeah.
anything, come
Yeah.
to me.
Mhm.
Then there's the other one who's with the wide eyes.
That's the
Yeah,
Mother
crazy.
Superior.
Mother Superior.
She's not prepared for a life of anything that a demonry of whatsoever, because
Right.
she is shocked the entire time all this shit is happening.
She is the demon ring.
Mhm.
She kind of is.
Yeah.
Just yeah,
Well,
Who's
there's-
the
she
devil?
should not be running this place.
There's an well,
Mhm.
she isn't. I think that's the Monsignor.
Monsignor, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Who's got the hell and brimstone Sunday, or maybe it's nightly, I don't know, sermons that
Mhm.
ends up calling everybody to, like,
Yeah.
they are immediately like, I repent, and, I have to. He's got a big booming
Mhm.
voice.
Yeah.
All
'Cause
the-
Can you imagine? Because they would probably have morning and afternoon and evening mass. Like they would have multiple.
Yeah.
Can you imagine hearing that all day, every day?
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I think that's kind of the point of the movie,
Yeah.
right? It's like
Mhm.
hearing that every day, all day.
Yeah.
has an effect on these kids.
Yeah, because these kids, this is all they're hearing all day long. Like, what a life to live.
Or
what they must believe.
I mean, I guess there's another reading that you can have to the movie because it does take a kind of a turn once. Once you go to the mausoleum, right? It's a supernatural.
Yeah.
But Justine is introduced to, so is she introduced to? Justine's shown her room, and in her room, out of the darkness of the shadows, Alucarda seems to
They don't even warn her. They don't even say, like, by the way, Justine, you have a roommate.
Right.
Like,
and
nothing.
she's the weird kid that was raised here.
Yeah.
Nothing. They're just like, here's a room. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, man. Do you
Watch for
think
your roommate to incorporate out of a wall?
Yeah.
this is like the 8th new girl Alucarda's gone through at this point, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because we see a funeral.
Yeah.
And we know what happened there.
Right.
Yeah.
She killed herself. It was tragic. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, sure you didn't have anything to do with
But
that?
like, you just know the nuns are like, this is a drill. Shove the new girl off on Alucarda, lock her in, and it'll be taken care of.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah.
Alucarda is the troubled one in the convent.
Yes.
Mhm.
She has a lot of secrets.
She loves secrets.
But her definition of a secret,
She collects
They're just
secrets.
things she doesn't
It-
understand.
Yes, essentially.
Just
I
things
went
she's
into the
noticed.
forest and I found all these
Yeah.
secrets.
Yeah.
I think they
Dumps
call
out a
them
bunch of-
bugs.
yeah,
That's a secret.
yeah, those are bugs, bro.
She's got rocks. She's like, this one's shiny.
Yeah.
This one's smooth. These are my secrets. It's like,
Mhm.
you are dumb.
And she immediately falls in love with
Simple.
Justine.
Yes.
Justine is the new
Sure.
shiny thing in Alucarda's world.
Mhm.
And so she's immediately like, we will go off into the, the forest and frolic.
Oh, yeah. Rolling down hills, having fun like 15-year-olds do. Or
And-
one 15-year-old and a
15 going on 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's nothing to do, rolling
Yes.
down the hill and laughing is just, it's all you got.
Right? I mean, I think so.
I mean, they
think
get
it
a
is.
chance to get outside and not hear about how they're going to be damned to hell forever. 'Cause it probably
Right.
does feel like a high to
I'd
them
be doing that
almost,
too.
right?
So, yeah.
Mhm.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I think there is like a shot of the good nun like wandering around, like where have you all gone
Yes.
to? It's like
Yeah.
so
Always looking out
clearly
for 'em.
like the pull is away into nature,
Yes.
and they hear the call of no, I think he just shows
He
up.
shows up
He
from
just
behind a
shows
rock.
up. Yeah. He just like busts out.
Who's
yeah.
Like,
this?
hello.
This is Mr. Evil Tumnus.
Evil Tumnus. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's, oh man. It looked like Marjo Gortner there for a second, just
Mhm.
with the
Oh, yeah,
curly
with the
hair,
hair.
and like he's, he has many necklaces and his patchwork clothing and a sheep he's kind of wearing over his shoulders. He's
Mhm.
like, I have the trinkets of the forest to show you. Follow me.
Literally.
He's like, I sell secrets.
Right, he's like, you like secrets? I have them.
Yep.
I
Right
sell
here,
them.
right here. Look at this. It's a beanbag on a rope.
and they're like they're French gypsies or something.
Yeah.
We're not told when this takes place. It's not the present day. It's sometime in the
Well,
past.
they say
They say
Yeah.
because Lucy has the date on her grave is 18.
Oh, okay.
1850. I thought
50,
they
and
said,
they say
yeah.
that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay, it does.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Mhm. I don't know how important it is, but they do
Right,
say
no.
it, at
I
one
mean,
point.
and,
But
there's her dress is straight out of the 70s.
Right,
So
right.
was the doctor's glasses. So I'd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
We're trying to figure out when they invented the stethoscope. 'Cause it makes
1816.
There you go. So it's
1816.
And it was
historically
a
accurate.
thing where you just put it to their chest and then listen, so
Yeah.
like a tube.
I knew it. Yeah.
And then it made its way into the tubing and whatnot that
Yeah.
it would later become.
Well, what secrets and mysteries does the hunchbacked gypsy have to share?
Well, first they run into I don't know her name, but the big-haired gypsy. Tina
Right.
Turner, we'll call her, just because of the hair.
Don't do that to Tina.
The hair, though. Sorry, Tina. But she's just she's like she can she can see the future. She can tell your future and everything. And she's looking at Justine's hand. She's like, I won't. I just won't. It's like, no, go forth. Don't listen to me.
Something horrible
She
is
knows
going to
something
happen.
Horrible is going to happen.
Mhm.
She's like, go, no, sell her your trinkets, and then she turns her back over to the
To the
Bad
Kudu,
Thomas.
who's basically like, I have this knife, and you know, like, ooh,
He's like, I have jewels. I
Yeah.
make them myself.
Mhm.
I have this
Mhm.
knife that was made from the tears of an orphan. Would you like it?
of course they do.
And then he tells Alucarda about where she came from, which is something
Oh, shit,
Alucarda
that's
has
right.
not known
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
Like where she needs to go, where she came from, and it overwhelms Alucarda at this point.
And
Is this what sets her off? Would have
Yes.
everybody been evil if not for this moment?
I think that's the other reading I was talking about. It's like Alucarda always seems like she has something sly in the background, or, you know, that,
Even if she doesn't know it.
yeah.
It's just kind of lingering.
But this is the
Waiting.
thing that really
It's
kicks
waiting.
off the evil. They
The
go
evil?
to the mausoleum where she was born,
Mhm.
and I don't think they open a grave, which we think is her mother's grave.
Yep.
And the demon wind kicks in.
The asthma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the asthma is like the demon wind, and we hear it. I guess that is like the representation of like the devil
Yeah.
or evil or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
like during the church services, this like asthmatic breathing is
Yeah.
happening. It's like is it saying the devil is always there,
Well,
or
after
like
the
what
church service, Alucarda says, "I was hearing it again during the service."
Oh, so this
She does say
her
that
specific.
she's hearing it.
Right.
Okay.
But she also went to the mausoleum, and I think that's where it like found her again
Mhm.
and attached to her, and then went
Yeah.
back. And that's why it's back in the church when they're back there. 'Cause she brought
Okay.
it back with her.
Because they opened the grave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so then demonic tomfoolery begins. I think Alucarda gets she got did something happen with Justine, and Alucarda's like, I'll take care of her, and then or did they first say like, you know, Satan is my friend, Satan is my pal?
No, it was the verbs. Satan is good. Satan is a pal. Chanting. Ray, you're chanting. You're chanting.
God, I love that.
No, something. Yeah, what happens to her? Like something more minor happens to her.
Yeah, because it seems
and then
they-
Alucarda's like, I'll watch over her. And she's like, very well.
yeah, because Justine like passes out or something, or maybe they find her at the mausoleum like passed out or something, and they have to bring her back, and it's like
she passes out during the church service.
okay.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
And it's you, the priest, did this to her, and so I will
Yeah.
look after her. And Satan is great, and then there's a like satanic ritual happens, in
Right,
which
because this is she's like sick and she's looking after her, and they talk about being like blood sisters, and then that's when Goatman shows up again.
appears out of nowhere, and,
From the darkness.
Yeah.
and this becomes like a centerpiece kind of scene in the movie because he summons rain inside the room. There's a very angry window.
Angry
as you
window.
said, where
It's
blowing.
like, it's like
Demon
blood
window.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
This is after Alucarda has spun around for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
and they both-
screaming.
Oh
And-
my
Oh,
god.
it's Justine's like, Alucarda, stop!
Yeah.
No.
And she's
That's
just-
right.
There's a lot of screaming in this movie.
A lot of
And it
screaming
all
and
goes
screaming.
on for 4 beats longer than you expected. You feel the natural stopping point coming, and they just blow right past
Yeah,
it.
then it's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's like screaming, and then all of a sudden she's naked and like bent
Literally,
over,
like cut away, cut back, completely
Yeah,
naked.
completely
Like,
naked, and she's
Double
doing
naked.
Yes.
doing like a back bend.
Yeah, that must be part of the
That
audition
was-
process. Like, how far can you bend
Yeah,
over?
Impressive.
like a
Very
back
impressive.
bend.
Yeah. I
the
was like,
international
wow.
sign of possession.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing a back
Yeah.
bend. How many
Yeah.
posters has that been on at this
Yeah.
point?
Many.
Yeah.
But she can do it and
She-
scream at the same time, which
Scream
is like, okay.
And
Yes.
full 70s bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wonder if did they do merkins back then, or is
They
this
didn't
No,
need
that's-
to.
I think that's
They
the
didn't
real-
need
yeah.
to. No, yeah.
like, geez.
Did not need to.
And
Character in its
so
own.
soon both of these naked women are participating in I guess like kind of in like a stupor guided by
Merkin's
this
back in,
kind of
the 1700s. So did you know that?
Oh, didn't they?
Really?
Yeah.
Been around for a while.
Probably-
What was the
yeah.
point?
Because prostitutes had they
Oh, they would use it to fake it, wouldn't they?
they would fake it because they would shave off their hair because they'd have crabs,
Right.
and but they didn't want anyone to know that they were sex workers,
Right,
so they
right.
would put on merkins. To
Oh.
trick people. So
Oh.
merkins go way back.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
wow.
All right.
A little
is that
little history for you.
is that the origin of the merkin?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay. So you learn something new on the
There you
Saturday
go.
Night Freak
There
Show
you
every
go.
week.
And that would be the fact that you would learn. on the
Yeah.
Saturday Night Freak Show.
You're welcome.
You'll thank us later. So there's a blood exchange that happens here, guided
Right.
by the satanic character.
It's boob blood.
Yep.
I
Boob blood.
really
It's gotta be
thought
boob
they were
blood.
gonna push their boobs together. And-
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were going to be sucking on each other's boobs, but it doesn't
But
happen.
it doesn't happen. He just kind of like takes the goat man takes blood from one boob and smears it on one's mouth, and then
Yeah.
does the same to the other.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then Alucarda is like licking the boob
Mhm.
blood off
Yeah.
Justine.
So
There you
at this
go.
point, they
for
are
a really long time.
blood
long time.
sisters
We
in
come back
Satan.
to Justine going, ah! 4 times.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
2 times too many.
Yes. Yep.
It was brilliant.
Also, this movie's only an hour and 20 minutes, and yet then we're repeating beats this much. If you cut it down to the normal length, I don't know,
Yeah,
what, 40-minute movie in
It
here
might
maybe?
be.
Yeah.
There's a lot of earlier on. There's a lot of repetition
Yes.
of that sort.
Yeah.
he draws it out, but without, it's just cut back.
Yep.
Yeah. And it was like, is this the same shot again
It
of her
feels like
screaming?
it.
Or there was like a capper. There was the one scream at the end where she like, ah, and I'm like, okay, that's the
Oh,
last
the
one.
one different scream.
the
Okay,
one
that's how I was supposed to
Yes.
know. All right.
So the mother, so the kid, the girls start, I guess, hailing Satan in the church service.
Yep.
Yes.
Which causes the entire church to, like, all the nuns start like whipping themselves, right?
Yeah, they evacuate all the kids and everything. There are other nuns coming and be like, "What happened?
Right.
What happened?"
But at first, there's like an overshot of them just like running around the pews for a while.
And twirling, a lot of twirling.
Yeah.
As
always
you do.
twirling.
So right, the self-flagellation doesn't happen until after she offends the Monsignor, also
Yeah.
Correct.
in the confession. So
Correct.
before
Oh, yeah.
that, I believe there is the sympathetic nun,
Yeah.
which she's in her room praying for the salvation of Justine's soul. And I notice, like, around the wall, she has a collection of whips.
She does. Yeah.
That's the primary decoration that she has is the whips. And she prays so hard that she begins. Was she bleeding? Was it raining blood?
Yes,
And then
yes.
eventually she levitates in the
Yes,
middle
to
of the
all.
room.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because while she's praying, there is an orgy happening
Yes.
In the woods.
in the woods, and Justine and Alucarda are there.
Yes.
And as she's praying like for it to stop and praying for protection for the girls.
Yep.
And when that's happening, that's when like the big-haired gypsy actually gets killed.
All right.
It's almost like
Yeah.
the power of God
The power,
kills the
power of
gypsy.
Christ is quite literally compelling.
Mhm.
Yes.
And when that happens, there's like, I don't know if she's like her throat is slit or she's stabbed or something.
It's like she got shot in the neck.
But yeah, like there's like an explosion of blood, and
Mhm.
that blood flies up on the nun.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that what it was?
so that's
that was
yeah,
Jack? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, because I guess I was reading it wrong. I was
Mhm.
like, is it raining blood in here?
No,
okay, that
it's-
makes more
it's
sense.
the blood from the orgy.
Because she was bleeding
Yeah.
tears as she was praying so hard. I don't
Yes.
even know if that scene in the orgy in the woods actually happened or if it was a vision.
I
think it
mean,
happened.
Yeah, because there's like we see like
The goat of Mendes.
like
Mhm.
goat devil,
It was cool.
and
Oh
there's
yeah.
and there's like a weird like marching band of naked men.
Yep.
Oh, who just
Oh,
showed
yeah,
up?
that's
There's
right.
a band. There's a whole
It's a
fucking
marching
band
band,
that
yeah.
comes up with
Yeah.
piccolo and
Like,
trumpets and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like a like a fucking like a what am I looking for? Like a Confederate army. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
like
Wait,
national
was it-
marching band.
Like if they, I could hear Yankee Doodle coming from.
I
them.
was excited they were about to play an original song, and then no.
No, we
I was
barely
like,
got to
damn
see
it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I could feel that this was for Michaela.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they didn't give it to her.
There was like there was what like 30 naked people.
Oh, there was a
What?
lot.
Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot.
Full frontal.
Men and
yeah.
women.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Full on orgy going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
70s
Yeah.
were a time to make movies. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put it all out
Well,
there.
there's still
Love
that
it.
guy who can get like 300 people or whatever together in a square to pose nude for a photograph. And then he's still doing that around the world. You know?
I've
I know the guy
never
you're
heard
talking
of
about.
this.
Yeah.
Naked States is a good documentary on him on HBO. I don't
Yeah.
know if he does it anymore because that was a while ago. But
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
somehow he would convince like all the like 300 people.
I mean, there's a lot of nudists out there.
Yeah.
you know?
There's a lot of
I don't
Yeah.
think they were necessarily nudists. Just people under the right conditions can do anything.
Ethan, be naked.
Yeah, but so okay, so there. I don't know if that was like what does because Alucarda and Justine are there, but they're like. It's almost like the orgy is some kind of coronation or something for
Yeah,
their
it's a ceremony of some sort.
the what?
It's a ceremony of some
Mhm.
sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing them into the fold, the satanic fold or something like that. And then I believe it's after that
They go to confession.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Alucarda, gets in there with Monsignor, and
Because Justine's sick at this point.
Yeah, she's very sickly
She's
and
very sick.
Yeah, all very pale, on the edge of death, in bed.
so that comes,
Yeah, she's very sick at this point, and she's sick in bed, and they take Alucarda to confession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Justine's not looking very good.
No.
And so I believe is this when they bring the doctor back into the picture?
Yes.
I want to say that it is, right? Because the confession, she, basically hails Satan again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
And tries to sexually assault the priest.
yes.
Yeah.
Because you worship death, she says, and I worship life. That seems to be like like Satanism is pro-life and Catholicism is all about death. I don't know if that actually tracks, but so he ends up saying, you gotta, take her out of here. And right, so they don't lock her up or anything. Where does Alucarda go? They just put her in her room?
That's a good question. Where do they take her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the action seems to focus on the doctor is coming and he is going to solve the problem medically. Now, rational science
I
is
feel like
coming
they
in.
don't show where they take Alucarda. They just immediately
Yeah.
jump to the flagellation.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just kind of off.
Yeah.
Well, Justine's getting leeches,
Yeah.
right? As
Yeah.
you do to try and cure
but
whatever's
they
wrong with her.
very quickly cut to all of the other nuns in a circle with whipping themselves.
Right.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Right.
Actually, it's everybody, right?
It's
I think
everybody.
The
Yeah.
priests
The
and
priests are there
everybody
too. Yeah.
whipping themselves bloody.
The
praying
whip with
for
the
forgiveness.
tassels on it looked especially painful.
The
Ugh.
cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
And I believe the doctor returns at this point because then he's like, "Oh my God, this is right." No,
Mhm.
does that happen then?
Yeah. He's like,
No,
Yeah.
that happens during when they've got. There's a later ceremony, right?
oh,
where
when
they've
he
got
comes back to
Justine.
the like the altar
Yeah.
room or whatever.
Okay, so that happens later.
That's later. Yeah.
So, all right, I'm struggling. Like
Yep.
Justine is
Mhm.
sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alucarda is somewhere, and so I think they send Alucarda home with the doctor. Right, that happens. The doctor and his
Not-
blind daughter
yet.
Daniela.
No, not yet.
because they haven't done the ceremony yet.
Yeah, but they don't. Is that when he takes her?
Yeah, after
Oh.
after
Yeah.
Justine,
He's gotta save this girl.
exorcism.
after that exorcism
Mhm.
is when they
Yeah,
do.
We have to have an exorcism, and all the
Yes.
nurses or the
Yeah.
nurses, the nuns are like, that was great.
Yeah,
Um,
like what?
Like they didn't see this coming from when she was just flailing around, backbending and screaming for 10 minutes
these
straight.
Are very
Like,
innocent nuns who are not like, oh my God, this is happening to us. Oh,
whereas
look where
like
you live.
I feel like when we make movies about nuns now, it's like we always knew this day would come, and like they
Yeah,
have
they're
like
more
some
prepared
plan.
for it.
Yeah, like
Like
This
they're
is
always
right.
constantly preparing every single day. The
Yeah.
devil will come,
yeah.
and we will be ready.
Yeah.
These nuns are not ready.
No,
for it.
they're living in ignorant bliss, I guess. Yeah.
I
Which,
guess so.
based on the sermons, does not make sense.
No, because it is all fire and brimstone
Right.
yelling.
Yeah.
The
The devil is coming for you.
Yeah.
And you'd think they would be more prepared.
That's
You
why
know?
when Alucarda and Justine have that like possessive dialogue in the middle of the sermon when they get up and they start pledging their allegiance to Satan.
Yeah.
It's so funny that the nuns panic, but they have no idea what they even to do. They're just like, don't listen to them. Like that's their method.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
well, she does get it eventually.
Yeah.
Like, go in the other room.
Yes.
That might be a
Yeah.
more proactive. So
So there is an exorcism.
Mhm.
there is an exorcism, which I guess involves bringing the two girls into the chapel
Into the sanctuary. Yeah.
Mhm.
and tying them up and looking for the mark of the devil, as you do. So you got strip them naked, or at least
Obviously, yeah.
Justine,
Yes.
so we can find the devil's mark while the other nuns are whipping themselves.
Which they don't do, by the way. They don't look for anything. They're
No,
just like she's
they-
naked.
No, but they do that stuff
It's like
that
they bleed her.
Yeah, well, you poke them with a needle,
Mhm.
and I think you're looking for the one that doesn't bleed. That says you're a witch, right, or something. How'd that
I
work?
don't know what the point of this was. I think the bloodletting was to like let it out of her, to get it out.
No,
of
there
her.
was something I remember because like all that like Matthew Hopkins Witchfinder General stuff. There was like if you I poke them and they bleed, or or if they don't, they're a witch. I don't know. I can't
Oh.
remember. It seems like if you poke somebody and they don't bleed, they'd be a witch. They
Well,
poke her a
okay.
bunch of times. She
Well-
bleeds all over the place,
Stay tuned, dear Brailers, when we poke each other at the end of this. Just
Yeah.
to make sure we're not all witches.
and she bleeds a lot. And
I'm
apparently,
kind of suspicious of Michaela.
Bog witches don't count.
Okay, that's fine.
Those
Then you
are-
better bleed, damn it.
Okay, so the doctor returns in the middle of this, and he is shocked, aghast, and like, oh my god, this is the most primitive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like this is
In my
this
life.
is the most obvious form of idiocy I've ever seen in my life, or something along those
Mhm.
lines. The stupidity he calls it.
Mhm.
And the sisters, Mother Superior's response is like, basically stay out of our holy ritual.
Stay out of it, Doc.
Yeah. But he's like, no,
You
I'm
don't
going to save.
You
understand.
keep your science away from us.
You've killed Justine. Justine's dead.
Yeah, Justine is dead.
She died.
She expires. And so the doctor is going to save Alucarda.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so he's like, I'm going to take her. I'm going to take her to my house. This is
Mhm.
the greatest, idea.
Just get her out of here.
Get her outta
Some
here.
Weird shit going down here, apparently.
And
To be fair, I agree with his actions.
yeah, we're going to take her home and keep her safe.
He doesn't know she's actually possessed.
Right.
You know? I agree with his actions.
Yes.
And so he, as we said, has a blind daughter. And Alucarda then kind of latches onto her as
Yeah.
like the new.
This is the neediest
Justine.
best friend you've ever had.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, we're best friends. Love me forever.
I've known you for 20 seconds. Never leave me.
Never leave me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is there so much soot on the wall of this guy's house? Every place in this movie looks dirty as hell.
Because there's lots of fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking that.
Like they all
It just
have,
kinda-
they have fireplaces in every room.
It just
I'm
builds up
assuming-
over the years.
Mhm.
That's
just a
it's gonna be
thick layer of
dirty. It's
soot.
Oil
It'll be
lamps
dirty.
and candles
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
gonna be
Sure.
real dirty.
Yeah.
Did he have a wife?
I don't think we ever saw
Well, I
her.
mean, at one
I assume
point,
she
yes.
died.
Well, right. But it's just like
No,
back in this time, like his wife died.
we
so the
assume she's
keeping-
dead.
Keepings up of the house.
we assume she's
Oh.
dead.
Yeah.
But also, just like we said, with all of the oil lamps and fires and everything, it's gonna be dirty.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
He returns to the convent, right? And
Yeah.
when he does, I think there's a mystery because Justine's body has mysteriously disappeared. Actually, I think we
Right.
see this happen.
The one of the monks comes to the doctor's house and is like, "You got to come quick. Something's happened."
Mhm.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it
but we
takes him back-
see the reanimation, right?
Yeah.
Like somebody's praying
No, when someone's
over.
praying, we see a hand move.
Yeah, Justine's hands
Yeah.
move.
Well, there's
her
like a
corpse.
few nuns around her praying, and then like a couple pass out, and they carry him off,
Yep.
and then there's like one remaining, and then we see like her hand move, like the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Daniela or Alucarda reacts momentarily, like.
Does she?
But
I don't remember that
I thought
happening.
somebody did. I could
Maybe,
be wrong.
maybe, I don't know.
Daniela did, or so. It felt like somebody on the other end. Maybe it was a nun or something.
May have been the nun.
May have been a
don't
nun.
know.
I think it may have been a nun. But yeah, someone reacts, and then they come and get the doctor. It's like, you have to come. You have to come.
And by the time they get there, she's no longer on like the deathbed.
Mhm.
Right.
She's gone.
Yeah, no longer on the death of this, like shrouds. The whole sanctuary's been tipped over and ransacked and everything, and they're just like, oh, she's gone.
And at this point, the doctor's like, they tell him, I guess, right, that there's a scene that happens that I thought was pretty cool. They find a body in a hallway,
Yeah,
and we were like, what the fuck is that?
been burned.
It's a burned nun, right? And I believe at some point the Monsignor is like, I'd like to go back and see the dead nun's body, and the doctor's like, I'll come with you. No, that's okay. I'm gonna go. I need time to check it out. Then you hear screaming.
Mhm.
The doctor runs into the room, and there is a full on like the Monsignor is hacking at the head
Yeah.
of this writhing burned corpse
Yep.
done
Pretty brutal.
sword.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
real sopping blood.
Yeah.
And once
Just-
again, goes on for 4 or 5 beats longer than you think it's going
Sure
to.
does.
Yeah.
Sure
You think
does.
it's gonna be 1,
it's a
2,
lot to
3
get to
heads
that,
done.
neck bone.
Yeah.
I know it
Yeah.
takes a lot of whacking there with the sword.
Yeah.
He's got a ceremonial.
And the body's moving. The doctor sees it
Yeah.
all. And it's just like,
But he,
I've seen things I didn't think were real.
but he does chop off the head.
Yes. I thought it was coming back to life.
I did too, because it's very clearly like there's an actress playing the head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he
And I-
positioned it just
Put
right.
it on the head. Yeah, and like you can see that like her body is covered. Like it's a real person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's gonna start talking. And it
Something.
didn't.
Or
It
like
fucking
they
didn't.
did a lot and it was they're just like, we don't need it.
know.
We're going to cut it out. Or
You
like
can't. After that, you've killed the evil. You've cut the head off, and that's it.
I don't think so.
Nah. Nah.
But there it is.
Could have started talking.
Although I like that kind of design. I'm like, we gotta remember this. It's like as long as you have some kind of cloth with
Yeah.
a bunch of like rolls in the in
Yeah.
the drapery,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and you soak that thing with blood.
Oh.
It looks more gory than
Oh
it
my
probably
God, it looked
actually is.
horrible.
It looks like it's dripping off the
Yeah.
table.
Mhm.
So the doctor, now confronted with his own eyes, right?
Yeah.
Evidence of the supernatural that he cannot explain, is like, oh shit!
You might be onto something.
And you're saying this Alucarda girl is behind it,
Yes.
and he's at home with
She's
my
with my
daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So we rush back to the home, and sure enough, Alucarda and Daniela are gone.
Mhm.
And so now, and Justine's body is gone. So now we have to try and figure out where's the body, where's Alucarda. We're going to go to places she hangs out.
Search party.
Yeah. They go to like one place.
Yeah.
Well, because they're either going to go to the gypsy camp or
The Foggy Town.
Yeah.
It's Foggy Town.
Oh, that's
It's
right,
where the
it's Foggy
mausoleum is.
Town.
It's just
Yeah,
Foggy
it's-
Town.
it's a
Foggy Town.
Yeah.
mausoleum.
Yeah.
And so they return to the cursed mausoleum.
Yep.
Where the
Throw in some Ricolas and then get the hell out of there.
and this is, I think, the sympathetic nun is doing the
Yeah.
search in here
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and opens the coffin. And what does she find?
Justine in a
Simmering.
bath of blood.
Yep. In a casket bath of blood.
Mhm.
Naked.
Well,
Well,
obviously.
sure, obviously.
Well,
Boom.
it's a nice look though, because she is like from the neck down, just like just
Oh, yeah.
drenched
It's-
in
Mhm.
blood
Yeah.
Yes.
and rising out of this thing with a feral,
Yeah.
look on her face, and
She
to
starts
attack.
slashing
Mhm.
Yeah,
nakedly at the
Mhm.
head nun.
Yeah.
Or this nun. Her.
Very cat-like.
Yeah, very cat-like.
Very
Very.
cat-like.
This is very. It feels very vampiric at this point. This
It
is the only
does.
time it feels like a
I'm
vampire.
telling you, she's a vampire. At that
Nah.
point. She even
She's just
bites
back
her
in
on
the
the
back.
neck.
It did
does.
remind me of Lilith and True Blood,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
didn't it?
Yep.
So I think the nun is able to, like, she recognizes, Justine kind of sort of recognizes the nun is
Yeah.
like, oh, you're the good one, maybe in
'Cause
this
she, like-
distant, foggy
Yeah.
You
dream,
helped
like,
me.
way
She
her
like
way.
shouts like, "God help me" or something like that, or "God help her," and
Yes.
that's when she like snaps out of it
Mm,
and
briefly.
recognizes her.
But then all the guys come in and start tossing all the holy water and burning the
Mhm.
shit out of her. And so then after she bites the nun
goes for the
in the neck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we have both I thought that the death of Justine, like, kind of looked kind of cool. She like dissolves into a
Yeah,
It's the
puddle of-
old-fashioned dissolve
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they die.
Mhm.
Who
It's
doesn't
pretty-
love that?
pretty
Which
solid,
which
yeah.
happens with vampires a lot.
Yep.
I'll give you that.
Mhm.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
She's just a pile of bones
Mhm.
curled up on the floor.
yeah,
Mhm.
not
I
bad.
liked it. I liked
Yep.
it.
Messy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
This whole thing's messy, but yes.
Yeah. And then they carry the deceased
Yeah,
good
she's
nun
dead.
Mhm.
back to the convent.
Yep. And then they realize at this point, it's like, yes, Alucarda would be at the convent.
The
one
last place we'd look. The last
Yes.
place we'd look.
So they're doing circles.
Yeah.
And this brings us to the exciting conclusion, the climax of
The Carrie
Alucarda.
moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always think that movies that end with fire have a better visual kick and kind of a better send off.
Fire's always better.
It's
Mhm.
always good.
Yeah.
So there's
We
a
discussed it
big one
here, how,
here.
movies end with the fire of the burning of the
yeah.
building down.
This is pretty solid because just with like quick looks, she's like
yeah.
setting nuns on fire. And
Yeah.
they, like just kind of spontaneously combust.
And there's a
Very
lot
cool.
of actors on fire in this
For a
scene.
while. Like,
Yeah.
the first monk we see rolling on the ground on
Yeah.
fire, I'm like, ooh, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
Yeah.
really,
Faces
Like,
out there
when
like-
are they going to put him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
put him out.
Really
We
on
focused
fire.
on him
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a while.
Then there's a woman who goes up in flames.
And then falls down the stairs.
I was
The first nun that goes up in flames. Like,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was
Yeah.
legitimately concerned about her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy who his head like went on fire. So I think
Yeah.
because basically what Alucarda comes into the chapel and just starts like burning all these nuns alive.
Yep.
Mhm.
Just by screaming at them. I think she's calling out names of demons or devils or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
it's like Beelzebub, and then she's
Astaroth
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all this, and then
Yep.
they go,
Mhm.
pretty cool.
and one of the guys comes in with, what was he? He was trying to throw like holy water on her, and she blocked it with a fire shield.
Oh yeah, fire shield. She does it a couple times.
And then she set him
It's like-
on fire,
Yep.
and his head started on fire. He's like, oh God. And he ends up setting the Jesus statue on fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he runs around. He's flailing. Yeah, he ends up right
Mhm.
below the Jesus. That starts that on fire. At a certain point, they bring in the dead nun and they hoist her up as the new Jesus.
I
And
know,
then she's on fire.
Did anyone else think it was strange that the Jesus statue had actual hair?
Right. it was
Yeah.
hippie Jesus.
Yeah, that was weird.
Right?
That was weird. Like it
Yeah.
should have been just carved out of wood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like why did it have hair?
But it's in
I'm just
keeping
imagining
with-
someone putting a wig on the end of a pole to get it up there. you know?
Do you remember in Drop Dead Gorgeous when Denise Richards is like dancing with the Jesus?
Yeah,
Like, that's what I thought of. Yes, it's like a doll.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe there were
Yeah.
just like offerings. Like, oh, Jesus needs hair.
Hair offerings?
No,
Hair
I don't know. Did you see this place?
I mean,
Anything's possible.
it's true.
They're
But-
weird. They're weird. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are nuns who are wearing head covers.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
That's what
true.
their hair went.
That's true.
If they took them off, they would just be bloody scabs and everything from where they
Ew.
shaved. Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Colin and Sean are going to write a nunsploitation
Yeah.
movie.
I know we're due for like a nunsploitation movie.
We just
Are
had
we?
nunsploitation
I was like, we
spring
get it.
in
Yeah, we had
2024.
two.
We had Immaculate and the First Omen
Yeah.
within like 2
It's
weeks of
there.
each other.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not exploitation the same. Yeah, like
I would
The-
say
the naughty-
Immaculate's a
naughty nuns.
nunsploitation movie.
I'd have to
Oh,
agree
we
with
want
you.
naughty nuns.
naughty nuns.
Naughty nuns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, naughty nuns.
I mean, you do see her. You see Sydney Sweeney's boobs in that movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty naughty.
There's nudity in that
Plus,
movie.
it had
so-
a birth scene. I think there. Wait, which one was it? The Omen.
Immaculate-
The Omen had though. Like, holy cow!
Yeah.
Can you do this in an R-rated movie?
Mhm.
So, all right. So she set everyone on fire. The whole building's on fire.
Yep.
The doctor shows up to rescue his daughter.
She falls down some stairs.
They've got the body of the good nun
Yep.
Mhm.
hoisted up like Jesus, and her eyes open, right? So she's got the power of the Lord or something, right? And somehow she blasts Alucarda with like some kind of holy energy or something, because Alucarda starts twirling around.
Yeah, she
And
starts
screaming.
freaking out and smoking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure
I wasn't following this one.
how
Yeah.
she was defeated,
But
but
then Good Nun is on she's on fire as well. Like she goes up
but
in
not
flames.
but it's like
But in like
figuratively.
Jesus fire.
Yeah, holy fire. Maybe that's what it is.
Holy fire.
She is sending the holy fire. See, you got to color the fire or something so we know what's holy fire and what's devil
Yeah,
fire.
different color
Yeah,
fire.
Because-
it's gotta be white.
Alucarda's got like fire in her eyes at some
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. So Alucarda vanishes into mist,
Mm-hmm.
I think, or she burns, I think, sulfur.
That's the same thing. She falls on the ground and
Oh yeah, she evaporates
It's the
and
same
into
thing.
just dust.
Yeah. And then I believe that's it. So we have actually saved the doctor.
Did they get
and his-
Daniela?
I think he did. I think you see him squirreling her out through.
yeah,
Like,
he's like carrying
door.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he like turns back and looks
Mhm.
at Alucarda and yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and then the church, the whole thing burns down. This whole
The
cave-like
whole, the whole cave.
convent.
Okay, we hear it because the credits start coming up and we hear
It's yeah,
the
just someone
crackling of
just
the
somebody-
fire.
crumpling paper.
crumpling cellophane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who won?
Oh man, everyone lost in this one.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah,
no one
Yeah.
really came out on top.
I mean, I guess the doctor won. I don't know.
right. Because he lives and
And
his daughter
daughter's
lives.
fine.
Yeah.
I guess
Everyone in the-
I guess they win. I don't know.
Everyone in the convent, I assume, is dead. Alucarda and Justine are dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems justified because everyone at the convent was pretty fucked up.
And that's, I think, what they're is that the point of the movie? Is that what it's saying?
I guess.
I don't know what this movie's
I don't know
trying
what
to
this
say
movie's
most of the
saying.
time. Yeah.
Because, you could talk about, I mean, there's a little bit of science versus religion in there, just a little bit.
Yeah, but then it ends up being wrong.
Yeah, and then there's just like it could just be about the bloodiness, the presentation of it. It could be about a lot of things.
I kind of
What
think
it is about.
I think the most of a like theme or a thesis we get is when the priest is like, just because we're a holy place doesn't mean we're immune to like the devil's corruptness.
Yeah, which they say
because
in
that
the
basically
movie.
is then what happens in the movie. But
Yeah.
and he's like, it's happened before, and then when he makes them
yeah.
all read when he was
Happened in
making them all read
1855.
the documentation,
Yeah.
going around holding the textbook up to them, didn't it remind you of in school when you had to read out loud like each person reads a paragraph and oh my god, that took me back. I was like a little triggered by that.
Look ahead to practice your paragraph.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the amount of terrified there were I was as well.
Yes.
That time reading it in school.
Yep. Yep.
I like that the Monsignor was like, I read the archives in the Vatican. It's like, really?
Yeah. I just
All
popped
the-
off to the Vatican for a little bit and came
Yeah.
back, and
They showed me all their secret books.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And it's the way
Okay.
they describe the demon possession sounds pretty dope,
Right.
though.
He sounds like it's amazing what you could find there.
I was
He's-
like, don't threaten me with a good time.
He said that the nuns were climbing trees like cats and
Hell yeah.
and levitating for hours.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What fun.
I'm not hearing a problem.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah. Like that those are the examples of demon possession. It's
Yeah.
not that they were like, saying all this shit or
Right.
backbending and spitting and
Yeah.
convulsing. Oh, they're
No.
climbing trees and levitating.
Yeah.
Unnatural things.
Right.
right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess that's Alucarda.
Mhm.
Alucarda?
Alucarda.
Alucarda.
Before we go, I just want to point out that I was right, and that Hack-O-Lantern is the one with the sort of sun god, the Indian dance.
Oh, shit.
thing.
Oh, I
forgot
did
about
forget
that.
about that.
From the
Okay,
band.
okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it goes back and
Yes.
forth. She's
Oh,
there,
wow.
And then she's
You
there.
were
And there's a
correct.
whole
All
temple
right,
thing
all right.
going on, and yeah.
There you go.
You
I
recall
remembered.
that? You remember that movie better than we do.
Yeah, I know. I
No.
totally forgot
Yep.
that.
I will. That's why I'm here. I will never let you forget.
Hack-O-Lantern.
Never
Watch it
forget.
again.
Never forget.
All right. Well, we're going to tell you individually what we thought of Alucarda and whether or not you should watch it. But first of all, we're going to read some of your mail. And in order to do that, we're going to have to summon our mailman, Igor. Bring us the mail.
Masters, the mail. I've got the mail. So many letters. Our followers are rising.
I thank you, Igor.
Do you think he's ever seen any Mexican horror movies? Does he sneak down across the border and go to their movie theaters, come
He
back?
goes on vacation at least
Yeah.
once a year.
He's a star there. I don't
Oh,
know if
is
you
he?
knew that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, like
Well,
I'm big in
shit.
Mexico or I'm big in Europe.
Yeah,
Like that's.
We
that's
should
Igor.
definitely know them some movies then if we have a
what-
star living in
right,
our
if
house.
we go down there, we're gonna like see billboards with Igor. And people like, but Igor? What?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who
right?
knew?
World
Right.
traveling. He's a man
Yeah.
of the world.
He's man of the world.
Well, we
That's right.
should let the good folks at home know how they can participate on this interactive portion of our show by following along on Facebook,
Facebook.com/Saturday Night Freak Show.
on X,
At Set Freak Show.
by email,
SaturnightFreakShow@yahoo.com.
and on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. About tonight's movie, Alucarda. One guy's seen it.
All right.
Stig's weird. Says,
Yeah.
I'm
Did
gonna.
you write into
What's-
your own show, Colin?
Yeah.
No, that's not me. He said, I'm going to have to bust out the Mondo Macabro DVD
I
in
love that name.
preparation for this episode. I just learned there's a Swedish rock band called Year of the Goat
Ooh.
with a song called Alucarda.
Cool.
It's pretty
Nice.
catchy. And damn it, I meant to look it up and listen to it before this episode. I didn't get a chance. Going
That's
to.
awesome.
Michael Whitaker says, please don't tell me that the villain at the end of this will be a Dracula. Holy crap. I was just kidding. I was more willing to bet that my Spanish was just so bad that Alucarda meant something in Spanish that I didn't know.
Yeah, I assume that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A couple of weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago, we watched a movie called Red Eye, and Kryptonian Orphan wrote in to say, great episode, gang, as usual, and a great flick. I could envision this as a 2 to 4 person stage play. No crappy musical adaptations,
be.
please. And let's keep Rachel McAdams away from planes. It never seems to quite
No, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
a stage play would be very good.
Oh my god!
I
And
can
you
see
could
it.
stunt cast it every time because you only need like a handful of people.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Just set
Yeah.
up like some plane
Some
seats
plane
and direct
chairs,
light,
yeah.
which is almost what the movie was.
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Red Eye.
All right.
Mhm.
Coming soon to Off Broadway.
Off Broadway. off Broadway.
All right, now we're going to go around the table. Thank you again for writing in on each of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And now we're going to go around the table and tell you whether or not you should watch Alucarda, starting with
Holly. What do you think about Alucarda?
Oh, what did I think?
Dracula.
Yeah. Ordinarily, I'm a big fan of horror with a religious motif. It's my jam. I enjoy it. I love me a 70s movie. This one kind of fell short for me. There's some good stuff. Like there's, nuns catching on fire, and there's a lot of nudity in 70s bush, and there's some fun stuff. But the screaming... I'm not even joking. It literally gave me a headache. There was a few points where I was like, I think I need to go upstairs and go to the bathroom just to get away from this, because it was that relentless. It's so much screaming. It's too much.
The quote on the front seems like basically
that guy's a genius.
Like I get when you're like, oh, more blood and nudity. I get why that's a draw. Screaming's not a draw. That's not a thing to sell me on a movie. Like I literally have a headache. It's relentless. It's just too much. And then in between things, there's a very slow chunk of this movie, which, considering it's only an hour and 20 minutes, is saying a lot. There's a big chunk that I got real sleepy. Yeah, and when they're not screaming, most of this movie is just people shouting Justine.
Yes.
Which gets very old very quickly.
Or giving looks to the camera.
Yeah. I think the actors are giving it their all. I'll give them that. A lot of this just feels like a very weird student movie. So yeah, there's some good stuff, but it didn't quite sell me. It didn't quite capture me. And I have a major headache. So I'm going to say I'm going to pass on Alucarda. Not for me. Sad, because it feels like it should be for me, but the screaming just put me off. So yeah, I'm gonna say pass. Sean, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you. I like the movie. I think there's a lot in here that I do like. Like, it is very blood, nudity, and everything but the screaming. It's basically that. Yeah, there's not quite enough like substance to it to like recommend that you should watch this. I like it. If what you've heard here tonight sounds like something that's up your alley, I suggest you watch it. The main actress playing Alucarda is really going for it. Unfortunately, in her powerhouse performance, that's where most of the screaming comes from. So I mean, it's very bloody. The imagery is pretty cool. It makes me want to, as we said earlier, explore more of the Mexican horror of the 70s and 80s and dive into that, because I'm sure there's like some stuff with like just a little bit more to it in this movie. Again, I liked it, but I'm not gonna recommend that you should watch it. So, but take that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna pass on it, I think. Michaela, what do you think?
I kind of agree. I have a hard time getting a grip on religious centric horror movies in general, but I do like when it comes to Catholicism, like the pageantry and like the style of things is really cool looking, and I get why it always gets done for movies, because they have the coolest rituals and they have the coolest looking stuff of Christians.
Great costumes.
Yeah, they have great pageantry and atmosphere, and I love it.
This movie didn't embrace it enough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's partly because we're in a convent, so it's about minimalism and not having earthly possessions and stuff. So it is like stripped down.
Convents have like grand statues and a lot of gold.
This was just in a cave.
Yeah, it's just a cave.
The imagery of this would be a great video game where you go through shooting possessed nuns and shit.
I actually think this movie would be better served as a music video. Like, I think there's a lot of good, cool scenes you cut up and put to cool music, and it's awesome. And the third act is great. I do love once all the nuns start catching on fire. She's covered in blood. Cool. But yeah, for an hour and 20, I was bored more than I was, unfortunately. And I do feel like Alucard is always at 11 from the moment we meet her, and it's just a lot to take in, because she's known this girl for 8 hours and is screaming at her that she loves her and that they're always meant to be together, and it's like, wait, how did we get here? So yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on it just because I was a little bored by it, but I think it has one of the coolest posters I've ever seen, especially because like the theatrical one, like the titles at the bottom and like the black letter font, and it looks heavy metal as fuck. So it's really cool visuals, and I love that the DVD case, I'm looking at it, like the actual plastic case is red to match, and like Like it has amazing art direction. It visually wonderful. Everything else is not up to snuff, so I'm gonna pass on it. But a light pass. Like I don't dislike it, but
Light pass.
I was kind of offended by the screaming.
But I do want to look more into Mexican cinema and specifically Mexican horror movies because the folklore and the culture I think is like ripe for good content.
Yep.
So, pass lightly. Colin, what'd you think?
This kind of took me back to like a, because I was like, how did I find this movie? And there was like this kind of, I don't know, golden era of like when DVDs were really like, the way that you could experience movies you've never heard of. And so all these companies are digging stuff up from, the archives and trying to license these things out. Yeah. But I remember, this was also like an era of like actual print magazines, and these companies would take out these big ads in like Rue Morgue, or was Fangoria even still going on there? But, these film and DVD magazines and all that. And so I remember, there was a thing, Mondo Macabro, and it's like a new label. And I saw that poster, which you have to look it up because it's just Tina Romero, like a solarized version of her, like against a red background, staring at the camera with a inverted red cross,
nice,
in the silhouette, and I was like,
it's a little Kathy's curse.
Yeah.
The cover.
And I'm like, I got to check this out. So these are back in the days too, where you had to blind buy the thing. And then you found out later, like, oh, this sucks. And so you went to the resale store, to get rid of them and offload them later. It's like, it's hard to imagine. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but also an eternity ago.
Yep.
It's at least 20 years, right? This was one that I kept. And why? I guess because it, I kept it kind of as a relic of Mexican cinema. I tried a couple other ones because Mondo, I think, put out several other ones. I can't remember, Satanico Pandemonium, where they got the name for
is that the word
in From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn?
But I can't remember if that was Spanish or Mexican. I saw that and it was like, they put out some Indonesian or Indian, horror movies.
Like
so it was like, world cinema, just at your fingertips. What I liked about it, the production design is just unusual, like in the extreme.
Yep.
Trading the, I guess, opulence of Catholic cathedrals for like this crazy, I don't know, it's really ugly. I guess, with the melted wax and the inside the cave and all that, and the crazy nun costume. So visually, I found it to be really interesting. And that's why I would say, I'd recommend it to, cult movie aficionados. Tina Romero's like, I mean, that's a performance. I don't know what else she did, but I did see that she turned up to a screening of the movie in the States, nice. Within the last 20 years. She actually did present it.
That's cool.
I don't think this movie ever got released in the States. It's in English or dubbed in English, performed in English, dubbed in English. All the titles are in English. It was cut in Mexico. It was censored. And I think it played like in Europe, maybe. And then we eventually found it when it circled around on DVD. But yeah, I thought it was there's a lot of imagery, I guess, that I take from it. So maybe it's going back to as a visual thing. It appeals to me. The subject, the witchiness and the devil, themes.
There was a naked witch orgy. Colin automatically put it on his list.
So you're like, keeping it. But I do concede that there are plot points that don't land because later, even as we're sitting here trying to sort it out, and now I've seen it more than once, but there were scenes even tonight. I'm like, oh crap, I don't remember that was why this happened, and I think at the ending it is, you have a climax, it's all fire and fury. So you'll remember that, but you won't actually remember like the outcome. You assume like, okay, the bad guy must have died, but I don't remember how they don't land it, but I would recommend that you check it out if you're, Yeah.
Stop
If
it.
you're tired of the usual and you're interested in just seeing what else the world is doing out there, and I think that was also the thing of this era was the film festival became a big thing, and Americans got more exposed to, movies from around the world.
That's true.
And kind of opened up the doors, and now we just have tons of stuff. So much that you can't even, whittle it down and figure out what you're going to watch tonight. So I would say Alucarda, it's on Amazon Prime. I think you can find it in a couple other places with ads. Next week.
You might need the break from the screen.
And there's a lot of screaming. That psychotronic film guide is, that's the best one-line review of this movie. All right, next week we're going to watch a movie that's chosen by.
Oh, sorry. Sean.
I will.
My bad. Sean, what are we watching next week?
We're going to watch 1997's, I think. Mimic.
All right. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Guillermo del Toro's Mimic.
I'm surprised we haven't done this.
I know. I was thinking, did we do that already?
No, that's what I thought. I'm like, we've done that.
Okay.
Right? We have not
All right.
done Mimic.
All right.
We'll do Mimic.
Another
Cool.
Mexican film director.
There we go.
There you go.
We're on a roll.
All right. So Mimic next week on the Saturday Night Freak Show. I hope you'll join us. And until then, ladies and germs, the basement is going dark.